Yes,
We are live,
we are
y'all.
live. Oh my goodness, it's been a while.
We're live. Here we go.
I do need
What's
to
up,
owe.
guys?
I owe an apology
We're live for
to
the first time in
all
like a
my
month.
subscribers, all my subscribers, to everyone else that's viewing. I owe an apology, and I'm getting sick and tired of owing apologies. But I've had a sinus infection after having 4 teeth taken out, and then a sinus infection. So there was just pain here, and it was so bad.
Wow.
I've been on antibiotics and baking soda mouthwash for a good
Why'd you have 4 teeth
3
taken
weeks.
out?
Space to move the teeth into move them, to pull them in place, move them forward, and then pull them back.
I haven't been to the dentist in 7 years, so.
I told the dentist.
Yeah.
The dentist only does the cleaning, or the dentist does the whole
orthodontic.
braces and stuff.
I haven't been to
and
the
then
dentist.
the oral surgeon is the one who takes out the stuff.
I haven't been to the dentist in 7 years. I gotta go. I have like a lot of cavities and probably need a root canal.
Probably
I don't
should
know.
stop drinking soda.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. That's probably the reason. Yeah.
Soda,
It's
soda's
definitely the
not
reason.
good.
Yeah.
No, soda's
All right.
no good. So, ladies and
So,
gentlemen,
all right, so we're talking about,
we're talking about
Stellar
first thing
Blade.
is Stellar Blade.
Hot chicks, good gameplay,
Great combat.
Souls combat. It has like Souls-like combat.
Mm-hmm.
Hot chicks. That's about it.
Oh, I want to say this.
I'm still surprised though that IGN, a 7 out of 10 is pretty high from them. Honestly, considering the topic and all the controversy surrounding, I do got to give IGN credit for giving it a 7 out of 10.
No.
When it comes to ratings,
That's still a good rating. No, when it comes to ratings, you
7
have
is good.
No, when it comes to ratings, you have to ignore IGN. Okay?
They literally say it's good though. So that's not. I
No.
They gave
So
it
it
the
has
same
to-
rating as Starfield.
No, they gave it a 10 out of 10 because of two things. Three things.
7 for the US.
No. The
Espanol
US
gave it 9.
No, so the US is bullshit. But when they say about standards and quality, it's garbage.
I
They
honestly
talk out
prefer
their ass.
Spain and Espanol. No, I really do. IGN Spain, IGN Japan, IGN Espanol. I think they all give Celebrate a high rating. USA, not so much. But they still, USA did give it a 7 out of 10. That's not terrible.
No, they gave it a 10 out of 10 because it's a hot chick. There's no political messaging, pandering, or whatever it is that they're trying to force into games.
But he still considered it a good game. It's still a good rating.
I played the demo.
They gave a 7 out of 10 for Starfield, and there was no like obvious like political thing to criticize. Starfield was just
it was Fallout in space.
well, Starfield was just an outdated game in terms of Bethesda. Like Starfield would have been the best game of 2010, but for 2023, no, it's not.
Okay, no.
Yeah. All right, back to Celebrate.
I do want to say this. Playing the demo, the game is phenomenal. I've been on it nonstop.
Yeah, I liked it too. I played the first 2 hours.
I've had the thought of going to Bloodborne, and when I get to that, when I pick up the controller to play Celebrate, I'm like, nah, forget Bloodborne. You don't need that right now.
Yeah. I was playing Celeblade, the demo 2 weeks ago. I liked it a lot. It was very entertaining, very beautiful graphics. The main character's really hot. All the characters are hot, actually. But I stopped. I put it down so I could finishing the Final Fantasy VII remake, the first
Rebirth?
part 1. No, not Rebirth.
Remake.
Part 1. I'm going to play Rebirth this month as well. I'm going to start this week. But I played Final Fantasy VII, the remake, the part 1. I beat that game. It was really, really good. But I feel like Sony and Square Enix, they decided to take the first 9 hours of the original game and they stretched it out to 25 hours. I beat the game in 23 hours, and I felt like that could have been halved by like 12 hours. It was just way too much shit, way too much filler.
Well, all right. So you're
But-
definitely the one that complains about not having an easy meal. That's who you are. The fact
it was too much filler.
no. The fact that I was entertained all those hours. Entertained, mind you, not grinding, not bored,
And I'm on the fence.
not bored,
Right.
not what is the word? Not as being. It's not like I'm being forced to do something. I was entertained.
Yeah.
It's something you don't get in gaming nowadays, today's day and age.
Yeah.
Because it's either woke, or it's politically activated, it's whatever this, it's whatever that, or it's not this, or it's just poor, or it's poor designs when it comes to
And I
story,
love the
gameplay,
beginning.
or characters, or element, or world building.
But I love the beginning of the Final Fantasy VII remake because it had so much nostalgia. Like I was like,
No Final Fantasy here.
No, but I
Today's
just,
Celebrate.
I know, we're talking about Celebrate, but I just want to say that I just really love the nostalgia of that game, the beginning of it. I was like, the game looks the way I envisioned the original game when I was a kid, but I felt like the game was just too long, and the ending, I'm a little on the fence, but we'll talk about that next week.
Yeah, that'll be another video.
Stellar Blade looks good. I'm liking it, and also like these journalist articles, these who are all losing their jobs, by the way. These woke journalists are all losing their jobs.
Thank God.
All that stuff is getting shut down.
Thank God.
But
Thank the Lord.
There was a woke journalist that said that this game is going to kill women. And I'm like, how? And then you saw the reaction video, right? You saw the reaction video. I was going to send it to you. I'm going to send it to you when I find it. These women who are playing the game, they got to the part where she's pulled out the ship, and you're seeing her curves, her body, and everything. And all the women are like, yeah, this is awesome. She's so hot. I'm like, there you go, you woke journalists. Women want hot chicks too.
Yes.
So
No, I will say this.
Put it
I
up
will
your
say
ass.
this. I will say
Stick
this.
that up your ass.
I will say this.
Go ahead.
The fact that this journalist of what's it, Kotaku, IGN, whichever freaking outlet, they all need to go
It was
under.
probably Kotaku. I don't know.
The author, the so-called journalist, we all know the journalist.
Oh, Kotaku? No, it's not Kotaku. It's Kotaku.
No, it was IGN, right?
It was it was probably IGN. You know, I'm gonna look that up. Hold on.
You look it up. The point that I
I'm
want to
gonna
make
find
is the fact that the so-called journalist, so-called dumbass that I want to say, made that statement that this game's gonna kill women. The first thing that came to mind was, well, Darwin's theory of evolution is coming to life, fruition, and we're gonna get rid of a lot of unnecessary bloat.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
moving on.
It was just,
next.
It was just such a stupid article to even write when women want to see Stella Blade and they want to play it because there's a hot chick.
Are you kidding me? Fourth wave feminism says no. That's not allowed.
No, I mean you got a lot of women that are fourth wave feminists that want to see it. They don't kowtow to the political organization that's just full of idiots.
Ow.
But yeah, okay, let me find because IGN, a lot of those journalists are getting fired.
Thank God.
IGN is getting rid of. So is Google. They're also getting rid of a lot of that stuff.
No, Google fired a total of 50 people so far. That's 80.
They're also they're. You know why they kept a lot of that going? It's because they were making money off of it, and it wasn't fucking with their money. Now it's fucking with their money, so they're laying all those people off.
And all it took was a bunch of politics in the workplace.
Well, yeah, it's just they're not making money off of it anymore.
You know,
That's the problem.
They are making money, but not the amount that they want to make.
Not anymore. See, when it wasn't messing with their money, they could keep this going for a long period of time, and they did for like the last 5-6 years. But I mean, it's just now. There's been too many articles and posts from people that are just clickbaiting, and people can't trust it anymore, so people don't even bother to read it, and so it's not getting any traction anymore. So those people are now out of work.
Oh my God! Who would have thought if you put activists inside of positions where you need to attract money, get nothing.
And those
horror.
No, but those type of like articles and stuff used to gain traction when Trump was president. So there was a lot of like anti-Trump hysteria and a lot of anti-Trump liberals coming out of the woodwork. But now we got Democrats in the White House. There's just not really an incentive anymore. So it's just there's just no real
reason to have.
There's no real reason, right? There's not a lot of anything like that.
Listen,
wait. Okay, no, it's IGN France editor-in-chief who said that.
Okay,
yeah,
mind you.
She said Eve's design in Stellar Blade is killing women and accuses gamers of becoming too fragile. Being too fragile due to being fed the patriarchy. See, this is the shit that we've been dealing with.
Okay, so
this is the shit.
Let me put it to you.
This is completely idiotic.
Let me put it to you this way. You had a dumbass say a dumbass thing, get a dumbass response, get dumbass reaction, get dumbass results. Okay, moving on.
Yeah,
it was a failure. They need to fire this person.
Completely.
This person is an embarrassment to them. If you know what, I think it suits the French perfectly because this has always been their way of thinking for quite some time.
Well, for a lot of feminists too, and I understand because France, the way they treat women a lot of times, especially in the whole dating scene, is not ideal. But I mean, this is the impact of Anita Sarkeesian that I don't like, where you're making claims and opinions that might be valid for you and for some people, but most female gamers don't feel this way, and male gamers definitely don't give a shit. They just want to see a hot chick. But there are a lot of female gamers who are feminists that believe that you can be feminine and beautiful and still be a feminist. And so
what?
Yeah,
that's about
no.
Blasphemy to the whole feminist cause.
Yeah, a lot of this backlash and stuff from publications, it's pissed off a lot of women who are feminists who feel like who say that these people don't speak for them. These articles and these organizations don't really speak for them.
Oh,
that's just the issue.
No. You have to generalize because they are a feminist, and then this person's also a feminist. They all think and they all agree on the same thing. You have to generalize on that concept because of the fact that they don't speak for me. You're part of them. It does not equate to 2 equals 4.
No, but
and why are there 3 people talking for me when I didn't say anything?
Right, but
you're part of the issue.
But there's not just only one definition of feminism. There's over 5 to 10 different definitions for a feminist.
When did
feminism as an organization and as a thing is not a monolith. You know, you have different feminists have different views and different beliefs. It's just that the ones who are very vocal and very crazy and very out of whack are, the ones who
are in charge,
who who gain the most traction and are basically a part of the leadership. But
let
there
me
are
put
a
it
lot
like
of
this.
people in leadership positions that are not this crazy. It's like
I'll put it like this.
they're like
you
any
have,
organization.
You
They're
have
like any
somebody
community.
with a microphone.
You know, they're not a
speaking on
monolith.
behalf. No.
They're not a monolith.
So you have somebody with a microphone, with a megaphone, with the surround sound system itself, let's say it that way, makes a comment, makes a statement, speaks on behalf of the whole feminist cause, as per quote unquote their words.
Yeah.
And now you have infighting, which is I love how leftists eat their own.
Well, it's
I love how leftists eat their own.
Well, feminism as a political ideology and as a political group, they're not a monolith. Everybody has different views and different perspectives of what a woman is or should be in the world in America. And it's like Christianity. Christians have.
What is a woman?
It's Christians.
What is a woman?
We're not getting in that documentary, but we'll get into that another time. But like it's like with Christianity and any religious group, there are different Christian denominations. They all have a difference of interpretation. Christianity is not a monolith. It's the same with other religious groups. It's the same with feminism. Same with political groups. Same with atheists. It's just that sometimes the most extreme portions get the most traction, the most focus, and the most attention. But it's just that those people are getting laid off now because the Democrats are in the White House, and so there's no bad guy to go after, to where everyone's going to be reading that article about that guy or criticizing that demographic when that demographic doesn't even have any political power right now, and the Republicans are just losing elections constantly. So, but we'll see where that goes. Stellar Blade, I pre-ordered, and I will download it tomorrow. I will play it this weekend.
You suck getting it digitally. I bought it physically so I can avoid that day one censorship patch.
No, that's going to be in the patch if you got it physically.
No,
if you put it in there, you have to play it online.
No, if you get it, no. I can put it into the PlayStation. I do not have to update it.
Wait. Is there a day one? Let me look that up. That was another one.
Yes, apparently there was a hard R shop, which I'm not sure what the hard R stands for, but maybe it's just my ignorance.
No. That got backlash because people thought that the hard R was talking about the N word, and they never meant that in that context. But the hard R is a part of that thing, but that was never the context in South Korea. But it was interesting how that got backlash because on face value I understood it, but that was not their intention at all.
I was like hard R shop. Oh, it's a harder shop. Okay. Even better, hard mode shop. Let's go. That's what I was thinking, at least. I'm not thinking politically. I'm not thinking about anything. I'm just thinking, it's a game I want to play. I like it. I'm interested. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna play it. But no.
No, but if you got the physical edition, that patch is gonna come in day one.
Why? I don't have to update it.
If you're playing offline, yeah.
If I'm playing offline, why would I have to update it?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you're playing offline, if you go online,
or if I just turn off the auto updates on my PlayStation and just play like that.
Yeah, you can do it like that.
Exactly.
I don't play like that because I'm always online.
Oh, that's you. I'm constantly shifting between the PlayStation, the Xbox, and Nintendo.
Okay, the censorship thing is very false. It's not happening.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And they announced that the whole censorship, day one censorship patch, it's not going to be there. It's not going to be there. But yeah. It was Fighting Cowboy who announced that. But yeah, that's definitely not going to be a thing.
Okay, I was about to say, Sony's a hypocrite. Get rid of them.
Yeah, the PS5 exclusive will be uncensored worldwide at launch. So yeah, there you go.
They didn't say anything about at launch. The developer said he was not going to censor the game at all, but...
No, he said that, yeah. So yeah,
but Sony's a whole different thing.
There's no censorship patch. I mean, the whole thing, it's optional. Like if you want to walk around without any clothes, this is how he was able to get past Sweet Baby Inc., by the way. Because Sweet Baby Inc. advised on the game. And so the guy who was the game director and the creator of the game, he got past him by saying, well, if you play the main character and you make her basically naked, the game will go from hard mode to a harder and a harder mode. So you will die in 1 or 2 hits, but you will be naked. So
the fan service. I love this, man. I'm playing Nike God's Victory. Oh, I was about to say, it was my phone.
Oh, no, he's not quiet. He's talking. He's definitely talking. Don't worry about it. Someone was asking why you're quiet.
Oh, no, I'm talking. It's just, I'm just over here letting him do his rant because if I try to talk while he talks, I can never
Okay, but I will say this about Anita Sarkeesian is that some of the things she influenced were not bad. Like, she influenced The Last of Us and The Last of Us Part 2. Both of those games are great. And if it wasn't for her videos...
I still don't get the hype of it.
Those games are incredible. But she only influenced the design of female characters. She didn't influence the story. That was a complete misconception. It wasn't true.
Allow me one moment. No. Allow me this.
She just influenced the design of Ellie. That's who she designed. They're like Neil Druckmann changed the design of Ellie based on Anita Sarkeesian's influence in her videos.
You know, she was the insert for Ellie.
No.
Yes.
No, she wasn't the insert.
Neil Druckmann made Ellie around her.
No.
To be like her.
No.
No. What's her name?
No, he just changed the design.
No, what's her name? The one from number 2. The Butch girl.
No. Ellie, no. He
No,
didn't.
Ellie's the main character. Well, Ellie's the second.
She's co-main in the first game, and she's main in the co-main in the second.
Who is the stupid Butch? Evil.
Oh no! He only gave her muscles because he's into muscle women. He's just into women with muscles.
I don't know about that.
He didn't base it because Anita Sarkeesian doesn't have any muscles at all. Like,
oh damn!
Like,
you put her that fucking anything. She didn't get a stand up.
No.
Damn.
No.
Are you calling her a cripple now?
No. You're talking about no. She doesn't have any muscles at all. But you're talking about Abby. Abby is the one with the muscles, but she's not a butch or a lesbian. She's a straight woman. She's a cis woman, but she has big muscles because Neil Druckmann is into women with big muscles. I don't know why. I guess it's his thing. And don't get me wrong, I like women with muscles too. Just not as big as Abby's arms.
Why didn't? No, he should have just had Gina Carano come in to be the model for.
Oh no, he got a different model, and that chick is massive. That chick, the model he got to model for Abby's arms, that chick was like, she's actually a bodybuilder. She looks great.
Well, when you say bodybuilder, I have to ask, is she a bodybuilder in the sense of what a real bodybuilder is?
No, yeah.
Bodybuilder in today's terms?
No, bodybuilder, yeah. Like she has really big arms. Yeah, like that, yeah. And that's who he based Abby's arms off of. But I will say that, and also without her videos, we wouldn't have had Horizon Zero Dawn with Aloy. I love that game. That game is great. I was playing the second game and I was loving it.
I like the artwork somebody did to quote unquote fix Aloy.
Oh yeah.
Made her more feminine. I loved it. It was like oh my god.
You know how
that was perfect.
You know how the West is, but and I'm not saying every female character in video games have to look super feminine because there are a lot of women in real life that don't look feminine. You know, but
there are a lot of women in real life that look more so if they came out of the boxing ring.
But and now there are literal female boxers. But
I was talking about the pretense of what that meant. The old definition of what that
and
was.
And there are women who are female fighters in MMA with broken noses and faces and
it
stuff.
It flew right over your head. You're getting weird. You're dissecting it. You're dissecting it.
Dissecting everything.
Anyways.
But I'm saying that it's just that the problem is that a lot of Western game devs and game studios are making every female character look like a guy, and it's just not realistic. But I was playing Horizon Forbidden West, which I was loving, but I haven't played it since because I got addicted to Elden Ring. And now I'm grinding on Elden Ring, and I got.
You getting ready for the DLC?
Yeah. I'm grinding. I got 25 million runes. I'm grinding to get to 1 billion runes in time for the DLC because I want to level myself up to level 714.
When they want to lower the price on the game, I'll buy it physically, not digitally. Nothing is being bought digitally ever again since Sony can delete any.
Buy it physically now.
It's nice. It's at $60.
Well, then buy it. It's worth it.
I want to go on sale. No, save me at least $10.
No, it's worth it. $60 to buy it. Believe me.
You're talking to a very stingy person right now with a very limited budget.
No, but
50 is fine. 50 is doable.
To get ready for the story expansion, the DLC, Shadow of the Erdtree, I've been grinding. I got up to 25 million runes. I'm trying to grind to 1 billion runes so I can level my character up.
Wait. No. Ladies and gentlemen, before he continues any further, if you like this sort of content, you like what we talk about, you like the fact that we are trying to kill each other while we're talking, and this guy looks like he's trying to break a damn beer bottle because he's holding it at the Hulk, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe, hit that notification bell, stay up to date, and you were saying?
Yeah, hit like and subscribe, but I want to grind to 1 billion runes so I could level up my character to level 714, which is the highest level in the game, and so when I get to that level, I will basically be a beast by the time I get to Shadow of the Erdtree. I'll be wiping everybody out.
He wants to say Hakuna Matata and everyone dies.
I literally want to go in PvP 1-on-1 and just wreck people. I want to wreck everybody. But
he wants to walk in like I am Puma,
and I've won
King of the Warhogs.
And I've won a lot of 1v1 duels, but I want to really do that. I want to really do that at level 714.
Okay. Anyways, moving on to another topic.
Yeah, but
Stellar
Blade. I'm playing it tomorrow. You're playing it too, and it's
gonna be after.
And I'm glad that Gen Z is speaking up. People that are like over 15 years younger than me are speaking up, and they want They want hot women to come back. They want hot female characters
You
to
know
come
what's funny?
back.
It's funny that Gen Z...
They want hot people to come back.
No, you know what's funny is that Gen Z is playing retro games or older titles, older games. They're going back to the 360,
70%.
the PS3.
70%.
They're going to the original
Yeah.
Xbox.
Yeah.
You have to understand, when the gaming industry is bleeding the ability to get new consumers, because we want to say gamers, but they're not gamers, they're consumers according to the company, and they're not able to, you probably should rethink your approach at that point.
Yeah, I think the reason why people are playing older games is because
no day one patches, no day two patches,
no, because
no real bugs.
They're all brilliantly optimized right now because they came out 15 years ago, so they've been patched and updated like crazy. They mostly work. They're very well optimized. There's now greedy monetization. The gameplay is great. The stories are great. The problem is a lot of new games, like 2023 was the best year we've had in games since 2007. It was a great year. We had Final Fantasy 16. We had Baldur's Gate 3. We had what was the other one? What was the horror game? That was a sequel.
That's it?
John something. It was John something, but it was no, it wasn't. It was Alan Wake, not John. Alan Wake 2. That was great.
Which?
Alan Wake 2 was great. We had Tears of the Kingdom, which was great. We had Starfield.
No, Liza P.
Liza P was great too.
That was the most recent horror game.
We had. Alan Wake was a horror game that got the best reviews, and it won best game direction. But so we got Liza P. We had Alan Wake. We had Tears of the Kingdom. We had so many great games that came out last year. The problem is and Star Wars Jedi Survivor, when it finally started working, was a really good game. The problem is we've had so many new games that are now too expensive, $70, and they come out broken and buggy with glitches or greedy monetization or poor optimization. And so people are going back to older games. Like the best Bethesda games right now are the ones that came out a long time ago because they're now in their best state, because every Bethesda game that first comes out is at its worst state. It's at its worst and most buggy state. So, yeah. All right.
I will say this. The next topic of conversation that I want to talk about before we hit 30 minutes, and that'll be the end of the video, because I kind of want to keep it short today.
Yeah, we got like 8 minutes left.
The next topic I really want to get into, I don't know about you, but apparently Cabrutus made a woke detected or DEI detected website, basically a sequel to the Sweet Baby Inc. detected, and people are, I would say games journalists are going up in arms, nuts and crazy, because now their games, which has implied political ideology in it, is being put out there for everybody to see. So if you want to avoid the game, you are aware of this. You are aware of this game, and if you're not aware of it and you want to buy this game, you can buy the game.
What game?
No, the DEI detective website that Cabrutus made. The guy that made the Sweet Baby Inc. detected.
Oh, okay, cool, yeah.
So game journalists and a lot of the Twitter pagan.
I got a lot of thoughts on this, but I'm not going to get too deep into it. Maybe next week I'll get more deep into it. But I do find it hypocritical that the anti-woke people are so complaining about the DEI stuff and the woke stuff and Sweet Baby Inc. when at the same time they say get away from AAA gaming and go to AA gaming and indie games. And I'm like, dude, indie games have nothing but DEI and wokeism and diversity and inclusion. Like, every indie game has that. But the reason why people want to get away from AAA games is because these game studios they feel like it's bullshit and it's pandering. Because these major studios don't give a fuck, because they mistreat their black workers like shit. They mistreat their gay LGBTQ workers. They mistreat every minority in their job. They overwork everybody and force everybody to work in crunch. So they actually don't practice what they preach. And that's why that backlash makes the most sense, because of how fake and phony these game studios are. But I find it hilarious that a lot of these people, these gamers who are anti-woke, are telling people to play indie games, when indie games, over half of them are female-led. A good portion of them, people of color, are the leads. And a lot of those games have gay LGBTQ representation. Like, what was this one game called Tell Me a Story, which is an Xbox exclusive. It's on Game Pass. It's an indie game. The main character is transgender and non-binary. And the other character, who's a twin, is cis. And the whole story is about them and this family drama. It got good reviews. It was just, the thing is that the studio was trying to recreate the Life is Strange games, which are games that get a ton of love and are really, really great. But those are other indie games that have a lot of LGBTQ representation that get a lot of love that are AA games. So that's the thing. You're not really against DEI per se. You're against the AAA studios that are pandering and actually behind the scenes really don't give a fuck, because if they stop making money off of this, they're just going to push all this to the wayside, and and they'll just get rid of all those people. But yeah, indie games have the most diversity and inclusion, but what makes indie games so much fun is that they're very much old school games. They don't charge you an arm and a leg. There's no greedy monetization. There's no NFTs or microtransactions, and they're very well optimized. There's bugs and glitches, but they mostly work, and the majority of those games cost $20, $30, and they're like 8, 9 hours long.
Okay. So there are two things. Stellar Blade, greatest game we're all gonna see and expect, probably be a game of the year by votes by gamers, not journalists, not the so-called We Are Gamers. And Sony's making an easy mode for them apparently.
Well, the game's gonna get nominated, so.
No, but apparently Sony's working on some kind of AI to do an easy mode for journalists, so they don't do anything. All they do is just watch the game, comment on it.
Yeah, because journalists suck at games.
A
lot of them suck at games. Like that guy who was playing Redfall for IGN. That guy was terrible.
That guy was running away when he should have been charged.
He was running away the whole time.
There was an assassinate. There was a whole kill move right there.
God.
He would run away. I'm like, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah, man. It's like the game journalists I usually listen to who've actually played a game are YouTubers, like Asmongold, and the guy who was playing Redfall and reviewing it was actually playing it the right way. He was a really great gamer. He gave the game a review and he said the game is very much a disappointment, but he was at least playing it well, really, really well. Like, you really can't pay attention to IGN and Gamerand and all those guys.
Do me a favor.
You can't pay attention to them.
Do me a favor. You know you have to ignore IGN. Can you spell ignore?
Yeah,
ladies and gentlemen,
good joke.
That is how you catch them.
Good joke.
Thank you.
Yeah, good joke. But I at least IGN gave a 10 out of 10 to Baldur's Gate 3. Baldur's Gate 3 was a masterpiece. And Baldur's Gate 3 is the first game to win Game of the Year in all 5 of the major game awards. It won Game of the Year at the Golden Joystick Awards, the Game Awards, the Dice Awards, what's the other one? GDC, at the GDC Awards, and the BAFTA Game Awards. It won in all 5. So Baldur's Gate 3 is the first game to ever pull that off. It's the 4th game to win in 4 of them. The first 3 games that won in 4 of the major awards, which is Golden Joystick, Game Awards, Dice Awards, and GDC. The first game to pull that off was Skyrim. The second game was Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. The third game was Elden Ring, and the 4th game is Baldur's Gate 3. But Baldur's Gate 3 took it another level by winning Game of the Year at the BAFTA Awards, and that's 5 major awards. So, and I think Baldur's Gate 3 is the greatest video game ever made. It's the greatest game ever made. And you still have to play it, sir.
The problem is I have to learn. I have to really focus where my funds are going right now. Considering the fact that we're in a recession, we're not getting out of it. We're going further into it. And I will say this.
No, we're actually have avoided the recession big time. The problem is that tech and game studios are laying everybody off. That's the problem.
No.
The recession.
No, economically, we are in a recession. We're going further into it. The government just printed far more money to give away willy-nilly, and there's no money to pay that back.
Right, but we're not technically in a full-blown recession yet.
No,
we're mostly getting out of it.
No, we're not getting out of it.
Because the worst part of the recession was late 2023.
No,
into the first half of 2023.
No.
This is a different topic.
You've taken math, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so if you have $100 minus 73 because of 73 or 76, whatever, minus 76.
No, the recession. The reason why we're not in a recession is because the banks have not completely shut down. The banks have mostly been safe. That's what I mean with the banks.
Oh, we were talking about that in banking terms.
But the problem is that people are getting laid off. So while we're technically not really in a recession anymore, we mostly got out of it. It doesn't completely feel it because people are still losing jobs.
We're still on the slope of it.
Yeah, I mean we're still continually to climb out. But that's a different topic. Yeah.
That's a different topic, and I have no intention of doing math right now because I do not want to have to.
But play Baldur's Gate 3 and play Stellar Blade this weekend if you got the chance, if you got the opportunity.
Oh, and I do want to say one thing, Konami. You are shameful and dishonorable. When will you freaking get rid of Max C from Master Duel?
What's going on with Konami?
Oh, the Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. The OCG rules, the Japanese rules of the card game for Yu-Gi-Oh! Over in Japan, that was on the game. which no American. It's not even a game to play. It's literally you're watching your opponent set up a whole 2-hour board in 15 minutes, and then it's your turn. You just quit. That's it.
Well, Konami, the worst game they put out last year is so really terrible. The Silent Hill Ascension, that game was really, really bad. It's gotten better because they've kind of rolled back on a lot of the greedy monetization with that. But, Konami making more Silent Hill after 10 years has not been going great. I did love the free game on the PS5. That was really, really good. But it's not the best of Silent Hill.
Oh, and my final words for this verdict is Starship Troopers will be coming out soon. On the other consoles. The game. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Steve. My name is Steve.
Brian J's Nerd Talk.
Steve Stoltz Nerd Talk.
Yeah.
Steve Stoltz Nerd Talk. My name's Steve. This is Brian J from Brian J's Nerd Talk. Have a good day. Have a good night. On top of all things, salud.
Yep. Have a good night.